you know, we all know Mercari, they just like to like shit over there and don't really buy anything. That is literally gonna be like my new saying. I got it from the bins. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Viaglo. If you're new here, my name is Gloria and I'm a full-time reseller on multiple different apps, and I resell clothes and shit. So in today's video, I actually want to go over a few sales that I made for the month of January. I know that we are still in January, so I just want to go over the first 2 weeks, and I want to talk about some sales that are over $30 and then also some new to me brands that I found at the bins. So let's just jump right into it. So first, I made a total of 44 sales on Poshmark, 4 sales on eBay, and then a measly 4 on Mercari as well. So y'all can really get the idea of how this month has been going. It has been very slow. I've been listing consistently, so I know that that is not the problem. We all know that, you know, after holiday season is pretty slow, but I've been trying to rev it up since the end of December, but we'll see when we get there. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is this Free People sweater dress. I actually got this, I want to say, almost a year ago, and I do believe it was a blogger's favorite during that time, and it was pretty much off season, so I must have listed it around summertime. So it did get a lot of attention, I mean a shit ton, but it did not sell, and I had it like at $60, let's be honest. So what I did with this one, I ended up changing the stock photo because I had that second one at the bottom as the main stock photo. So I changed it to this one and I relisted it because it was time, and I finally sold it at $32. So yeah, it just goes to show that you gotta let things go. You gotta let them go. The next one was a bundle, and both of these were bins fine, so I was really happy about the sale. They bundled both of them. As soon as I listed that collusion one, the pastel sleeveless cardigan, that one got a little bit of attention really quick, which was kind of crazy to me because I thought that it was like a really fancy brand, but it was just Asos, so it really kind of wasn't. But they bundled both of these and they ended up selling in a bundle, I want to say for $45. I believe it was a $45 bundle, which was really good to me because, like I said, both of these were bins fine. The next one is this Old English hat. Also found this at the bins. I thought that this was a somewhat funny hat. When I saw it, I noticed that the t-shirt bros had threw it back, so I went on and picked it up. It did have like a stain on it, so I washed it. You know, also I did check comps once I made it home, and somebody sold theirs for $25. So I was like, okay, that's around the price I'll get for mine. But this one was bought outright for my $32 listing price, so love that. So if y'all see any, you know, vintage malt liquor brand hats, pick them up. The next one is these Coach flats. This is also a bins fine. I almost didn't pick these up just because I knew that they weren't going to sell for more than $30, but hear me out, I didn't pay much for them, so it was well worth it. The next one is this new to me brand. It's called Diesel Industry, I believe. So of course this was also a bins fine. So I found a bin full of like kind of men's bottoms, and I do believe I picked up like Lucky Brand, American Eagle, as well as this one. And honestly, this one didn't seem too like crazy to me, but the quality of it felt really nice. So I threw it in my cart and I checked comps later on, and I come to find out that it's a pretty good brand. Now, I didn't know that what I had was probably more of a gem, I'm gonna be honest, because mine was made out of 100% cowhide. All the ones that were sold were just regular denim jeans. Now, they're regular denim jeans and they sold between like 30 to 70 bucks. And this particular one, I couldn't find any specific comps on cowhide, and I did have them listed at $60. Me and this buyer went back and forth for a few days on this price. He was trying to get it, I believe, at $20 initially. Now, mind you, I went to his page because sometimes when people are like sending me aggressive low balls, I like to go to their page and see what I'm working with, you know. So I went to his page and I noticed that he was selling his Diesel items. He clearly wasn't a reseller because his items were like just thrown on the bed, photographed, called it a day, on a hanger, on a, you know, closet door. Like, it was not very, you know, well put together. But anywho, He was selling his for $50 to $60, so I felt some type of way. So I was just kind of like, I'm not gonna go lower than 50 on these. So we kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And unfortunately, this was the day that I sent out offers, and he ended up sending me a $40 offer. And since I sent out offers and it was at $45 and then like discounted shipping, I'm like, it's roughly the same, so I'll go ahead and take it. So I went on and took that. And yeah, I think if you find this brand, definitely pick it up. Of course, check comps and see what type of style is going to do best for you. But it's called Diesel Industry. The next one is this Madewell jacket. This was a bin's find. I was actually really happy when I found this, mainly because it was sitting on top of a bin, so I thought maybe it was flawed. It was nothing wrong with it, so I was very surprised. It looked like it was in a like new condition. Went on and scooped it up. The next one was this Coby jacket. Also found this at the bins. This one sat for a few months because I had it listed really fucking high, and that is something that I feel like I still need to work on, because when I check comps, the comps were pretty high. They were around $50 to $60. So I put mine at like $48 or $50. So I'm thinking this was a great price point. Clearly it wasn't. So I finally dropped the price to $38 because I'm like, okay, maybe over $40 looks like it's a bit much. So this one was bought outright and we love that. I still pick up Coby. I've noticed that it always sells for me. For some reason, I've noticed too that their jeans have slowed down a lot. I mean, slowed down, and when they do sell, they sell for a really low amount. The next one is a new to me brand. It is a brand called ScottMcClintock, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure you guys saw it in a vlog. It was just this dress. I believe it's a formal dress. I know Mogi Beth talks about formal gowns being like her bread and butter type shit, but it's not really mine. And storing you know, these type of dresses, it's not really my gig. So when I sent out offers this day and, you know, they accepted it, I was really excited about it because it was like, I got it in and I got it out. You can't beat that. But let me know if you've ever heard of this brand, ScottMcClintock. Let me know if you ever sold it and did yours sell for a lot more than $28, because yeah, I was pretty satisfied with it. It was a bins pickup, so it's like, you know, didn't lose anything there. The next one is also a bins find. It's these Karl Lagerfeld like slippers. I didn't really have any intention of selling these more than $30, so I was really happy that these sold for my full asking price. They were really nice looking at the bins, and I did see like a little flaw, but I'm like, your foot is gonna literally sit on top of that, so does it really matter? So I went on and grabbed them, and they sold within a few days, so we love that. The next one is basically a slam dunk brand item. It's 7 for All Mankind Dojo jeans. I actually got these from a regular thrift store, and I did pay, I do believe, like $10 for them, if I'm not mistaken. So I did list them really high at $70 because I wanted to get about 60 bucks for them. But this was a day I sent out offers, and $48 was accepted, and I was completely okay with that because it's still a good price point. I don't know if Dojo is declining or I am like a fiend to get a quick flip or what it is, but I don't like it to sit for a very long time. And I know a Instagrammer that I follow, she did tell me that if you find Dojo jeans with the white patch stitching, you can get a lot more for them. So I had went back when she first told me, I went back and I looked at all of the Dojo jeans that I've sold, because I think I sold about 5 or 6 of them. And I guess since I live in Texas, maybe it's kind of like a popular brand out here. But anyways, I found one of them that I sold on Mercari, and I think I sold that one for like $35, and that one was the one with the white stitching. So I was kind of annoyed about that, because I know the same person that told me that I could sell it for a high amount, she sold hers for like $80. So I'm just like, ugh, what the fuck. All right, so the next one is this John Mark embroidered bohemian sheer chambray long line blouse. Y'all probably saw this on a vlog. I actually told y'all in the vlog I wanted to sell this for over $45, but for some reason I noticed when I send offers on eBay, I try to send a somewhat aggressive, somewhat very reasonable, you know, offer so it can sell, so I can hear that, you know, ka-ching sound in a couple of minutes, or, you know, sometime that day. And that's exactly what happened here. They, you know, liked it, and I eventually sent that offer, so it sold for $35. Yeah, I do think this is a brand that I will have in my, you know, be on the lookout of, because I do think it does really well, especially if you have like a really good style. This has to be something similar to like Sundance, if you will. It's kind of like that boho vibe, and it's a mature brand, really. So, you know, love that. Let me know if you have ever sold John Mark. The next one is this New Tag Theory navy blue stretch trouser pants. I actually got this at a regular thrift store. The same with that John Mark piece. I don't think I told y'all. I got both of these at a regular thrift store. I think I paid about $6 for these. So I was really happy with that $50 price point. I did have it listed pretty high because it was New Tags and it was Theory. But yeah, I was really happy at that sale. So the next one is pretty much a slam dunk brand, Good American high rise jeans. I actually got these at the bins, and they did have a little bit of wear to them. That's the only reason why I accepted a lower offer for them, and also because it was kind of like early in the month on Mercari, and I was like, you know, a little desperate for sales, so I had it listed, I want to say, at $42. They sent a $36 offer. I accepted it because I only paid like $1 for them, so why not? The next one is a brand I found at the bins, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the way that comps are set up with Levi's and vintage jeans, it's really hard to take that leap of faith, but I did, and I'm glad I did, because it sold within like 2 days. And these are just some Levi's vintage jeans. They're the 550 ones. I knew that it was vintage because I looked at the tag, and I believe I sold another vintage item with that same tag probably like last year. It was a denim jacket. But yeah, I would recommend picking up 550 Levi's. I'm sure you probably could get more for it if you go on Depop. I did have them listed at $45 originally, and somebody did inquire on Depop, said, oh, I'm gonna buy it right now. Never did. And then somebody sent me an offer for $35 over here. I accepted it because, like I said before, it was a Ben's find. That is literally gonna be like my new saying. I got it from the bins. So yeah. All right, so the next one is a nice little bundle deal. So 2 of these items, which are the Lululemon pieces, I got from the bins. Very surprised I got them from the bins, I'm gonna be honest, because they were in a really amazing condition. And then these Levi's rib cage jeans, I actually got these at a regular thrift store, so I did pay $10 for them. So collectively, I remember, because I just did my spreadsheet, I paid $12.80 for all these added up. And I got a offer sent at $104, which was very reasonable. The original price point for that bundle was $145, and then of course, since it was 3 items and I have my Poshmark closet set to giving a discount for items that are 3 or more in a bundle, it did 15% off. But then they sent me that 104 offer, and I went back and forth, and I'm like, technically speaking, it's a pretty good deal, because I probably would have sent out offers on these items yet again. So let me accept it, get 3 items out all at once. I have been talking about Beta Brand not really being that girl, because she has slowed the hell down, okay? I don't know what it is. People are going back to the office, so I don't really know why it slowed down, but it has. So I typically will not be paying up for Beta Brand anymore. I did get these at a regular thrift store. So yeah, they sold for $32. I did send out offers like I told y'all. It was actually 15% offers, which is not that great, but they accepted it. This one did get a lot of attention. It was an extra large. I do find that the larger size actually does a lot better than the smaller size, because I think I do have like 2 small size Beta Brand, a black pair and a jean pair, and they both get likes, but nobody is committed. I know the jean pair, before I relisted it, was literally sitting at $24, and nobody, you know. So I I don't know, I'm cautious with the brand. I'm not gonna stop picking it up, but I'm very cautious, so I'll make sure that it's in a like new condition, the style is good, and the size. So I'll pretty much take everything into consideration when I pick it up versus just picking it up because it is beta brand. All right, so then the last one is this Anthropologie Love Marks cardigan. Now I put this one on here because it is a new to me brand. This is a Anthropologie brand, and I was a bit reluctant on picking this one up, mainly because when I was at the Bands, it kind of was not really my vibe, because it was knitted. It was very kind of just like, it felt like it was crocheted, if you will, but I went on and got it because I'm like, it's at the Bands. So I got it, and I noticed that it got a shit ton of attention on Poshmark. I had it listed at $32, and it just kept getting likes. And I mean, it got 9 likes the same day. So I went on and bumped up the price to $38, only a $6 difference, just because when I send out offers, I wanted it to be like at $30, $32. You get the gist. So yeah, I did that, and this was actually on eBay. So what ended up happening was I had it at $32 because that's the price that I initially listed it at and cross listed it at, and I sent them a $25 offer. They went on and accepted it, and here we are. So I had to, you know, go ahead and put it not for sale on Poshmark. It also had 2 likes on Mercari as well, and you know, we all know Mercari, they just like to like shit over there and don't really buy anything. So there's that. But yeah, that was the last of my items over $30 and new to me brands from the Bins. But yeah, I think this month has been going. It's been going. It ain't been where I need it to be, but it's not like super terrible. Like I said, I'm still trying to rev up my closet. Let me know how your sales for the month of January has been going so far. I hope that it gets better for all of us. If yours is in the dump or if yours are just not as good as they used to be, just keep listing. That's all we can do at this point, listing. I know for me, I've changed my business model to being more of a, you know, volume seller than a, you know, hand-picked seller. I guess I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.